What's up, everyone? It's Hey John, and I jabber opportunities nonstop. And today, I want to discuss Seifu, and I want to discuss Pokemon, and I want to merge the two. And if you're wondering, what the heck am I talking about? Well, you will have to watch this video to find out and to understand why you gotta catch them all.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt.
That is what I thought of when I saw this news. Now you're wondering, hey John, what is this news? And all I gotta say is that it is amazing. Brian Legend's Twitter page. Big news. The team at Seifu have officially begun the build phase of Seifu blockchain. We will be pushing forward with a goal for mainnet release by July of 2023. This is a huge win for all investors because it means we will now totally bypass the need for a V2 migration. Instead, we will aim to release Seifu blockchain 1 year earlier than our roadmap forecast. More news to follow about this bullish announcement and what this means to all investors. Hashtag WAGMI. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll explain to you what WAGMI means. It means we are all going to make it. It means that this high rebase APY is not BS. It means that it will be sustainable. And it literally means this chart. I'm sure many of you guys have seen this chart in some shape or form in your cryptocurrency journey. It is literally a perfect demonstration of where Seifu is currently at. With that being said, and we are literally in the first sell-off phase, in my opinion, this will be a bear trap to all the whales who are selling their Seifu. Yes, go ahead and sell, because with this news, you will be most likely chasing the Seifus, because we haven't even gotten to the peak, in my opinion. This is literally just the beginning, and we are literally in Genesis. Now, in the beginning of the video, I was talking about Pokemon, and you're like, what, John? What the heck are you talking about? Pokemon? What does that have to do with the blockchain? Well, it has everything to do with the blockchain, because as you know in Pokemon, when you battle and level up, you also evolve. And we are seeing Seifu literally starting to level up, and we're starting to see the evolution of the Pokemon. If we were a Pokemon, I would say we are a Charmander, because we're small, but we're fiery. And we are going to go from Charmander to Charmeleon to Charizard, the most coveted first edition Pokemon. And we will get there. We will torch all the rebasing tokens, because this is literally where you separate the professionals from the amateurs. The amateurs stay in tokens, and they try to find other ways to get you to not create more rebasing tokens by having you go into lotteries, by having you go into banks, bonds, whatever they want to call it. But the professionals say, hey, you know what? Keep your APY, because I will make you whole, and this is how. We are going to create so much effing value that it will not matter, because at the end of the day, whatever we pay you out will be drops in the bucket in terms of what we will be producing. So again, I want to reemphasize, we are literally in the beginning, and we are a Charmander, and we will become a Charizard. Right now we're a Charmander because we just have a token. In order to become a Charizard, you need the blockchain, because that is what separates the pros from the amateurs. Now, if you watch any kind of competitive e-gaming such as then you know the term Gosu. And I see Seifu being the Gosu of the rebasing tokens. And with this news being dropped, I literally am so effing bullish, I can't even contain myself. Leave me a comment down below if you feel the same way, or if you don't, but tell me why. In my opinion, initially, when I first saw this high APY, I was thinking, how in the heck are they going to keep it sustained for the whole year? And if you put a little trust and a little faith into Brian Legend, you will see that this individual, and yes, it's high praise, he is literally changing the space for the better, all by himself, and he's hiring the people that will help him on this journey to make us all ridiculously rich. Now, I want to give you guys some perspective of what this could possibly mean for the Seifu token. Okay, folks, have you heard of somebody by the name of Richard Hart? Well, Richard Hart is essentially a billionaire. Now you're wondering, hey John, why in the heck are you bringing in Richard Hart into this? Who is he and who cares? Well, again, I want to reemphasize, he is a billionaire and his goal in life is to make more money for people and himself. And how is he doing this? Well, first of all, he created something called Hex, and Hex became a worldwide phenomenon. And Hex is essentially a place where you can deposit your money and then it becomes more magically. But if you wanted a more technical term, it is actually a CD, a certificate of deposit, where when you put Hex in for X amount of monies, you will get X amount of monies out of Hex, because over time it'll gain interest and it'll just accrue for you until you want to sell. Now again, you're wondering, okay John, why do I care about Hex? Why do I care about Richard Hart? Well, Richard Hart started off with Hex, and now a few years later, he is creating something called Pulse X and Pulse Chain. Now, what is Pulse X and what is Pulse Chain? Pulse X is the equivalent of a swapper, where it's kind of like PancakeSwap, Uniswap, etc., where Pulse Chain is the underlying blockchain. Richard Hart is literally creating his own ecosystem. So here we are on Pulse Chain, and you can see the Pulse testnet is live, and here I am at Pulse X, and you can see total sacrifice during the ranked volume bonus phase. The sacrifice is over. Pulse X will launch soon. Now, do not forget, folks, I recall seeing Brian Legend saying that, hey, you know what? I dumped 200K or 100K into Pulse Chain and or Pulse X. Now, I have to say, could this just be coincidence where all of a sudden Brian Legend is creating his own blockchain? It's already been talked about prior to this, but prior to this video, when Brian Legend spoke about the blockchain, it was more like, okay, guys, I'm thinking of doing it. I don't really have a plan yet, but let me get back to you guys. And do not forget, folks, this project is not even 2 months old yet. So I suspect Brian Legend is using his knowledge and his research to say, hey, you know what? I can do this too. And I can do it for the Seifu community. And I can make everyone rich in the process. So let me take on this task and let's go ahead and make Seifu the greatest. Now, obviously, we don't have any of the details of what's going on, but I suspect that when he hired these 14 individuals, yes, they could all be for call center. But if you read in between the lines, and he said, hey, you know what? We are starting to begin the deving of the Seifu blockchain. I would assume some of those individuals out of the 14 could be developers. Obviously, this will be a task and it will take some time. I know he has set a hard date of July of 2023, but the roadmap says 2024. And if Hex is anything of a indicator of how long this could possibly take, I would say maybe a year to 2 years tops. Now, I suspect that we will follow a similar trend where we do a long testnet live, because you do not want to be the amateurs where you say, you know what? I'm done. Let's make money. No, it's I'm done. Let's QA. Let's test the ish out of it. And then let's make oodles and oodles and oodles of money. So with that being said, the whole premise of the video today is to be a Pokemon, and you want to catch them all, Seifus. And believe me, folks, this news gets me so excited, and I'm going to have to look for other ways to fund my Seifu addiction, because I have to say, Brian Legend, you are making it not easy to sell. You are making me want to buy more. You are making me want to liquidate more of my positions to move into Seifu. Now, I don't know which ones I'm going to sell off, but just know that I will be doing it in the near-term future, because, as I said to you guys in the beginning of this video, we are literally in the beginning, and I know that July of 2023 is a long way to most of you guys, but it's already been almost 2 months or 7 weeks as of the launch of this token. And we are seeing development move at a pace that is, I would say, inhumane. The best way for you guys to support the channel is by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Get $250 in Bitcoin using my BlockFi link down below in the description. Get $25 in Chronos using my Crypto.com referral code. Get 5 free stocks courtesy of WEBULL. All you gotta do is use my link down below in the description, deposit 1 cent, $1, and you will get 5 free stocks valued up to $5,000. And most importantly, have an awesome day, and I'll catch you all on the next one.